wanna be on that wave, trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could go all night.
Ferrero Rocher is one of the best chocolates that I've ever had.
The way you've been just munching one by one by one by one.
Hey, listen. You bring Ferrero for me, I'll eat the Ferrero.
You inhaling the chocolates. I swear, you look like flippin' Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, on boy.
Hey. But to be fair, chocolate is one of the best snacks for me when I'm feeling kind of down. Hey, I won't lie.
I think chocolates is a good heartbreak snack.
I agree.
I won't lie.
I agree. And like, if you have like ice cream, because like ice creams are very
Ooh, like that cliche.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very cliche. And like, if you get a tub of ice cream and then just pour some chocolate syrup over it, and it's nice and crispy on the outside, soft on the inside.
Hey, crispy. Chocolate ice cream.
The one that the sauce where you heat it up and then you put it over your ice
okay,
cream and then hardens again. Yeah.
Like the steel ice cream.
Mm.
The
Oh,
dipped steel
that is
ice cream.
so
You can't go
good.
wrong.
Oh my god.
For me, what is my heartbreak food? I won't lie. Like when I'm sad
Yeah.
or something's going on, I like spice.
Really?
I'll demolish a quarter
What?
bunny chow over
That's
there.
so strange. Okay.
Just spice gets my emotions going. So I have a reason for crying, not the pain, but the spice.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, understandable. Cause like whenever it's like a cold night, I just want one of my mom's like home cooked curries.
Curries.
Man.
It's how it warms my heart.
Yeah, see. Best thing ever. Especially when I'm going through something and my parents don't know about it.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't always tell our parents everything.
So I'll be chowing there like, yeah, no, it's spicy. But internally I'm digesting like, this girl did what?
Yeah.
To be fair though,
Yeah.
the pain experience from heartbreak
Yo,
cannot be.
I mean, but like, hey, things like ice cream and curries, they may help, but they're not permanent solution.
Never.
Because heartbreak is really tough. Heartbreak, I don't know, it kind of gets me broken.
Words can't really formulate.
Yeah, they can't.
Words can't describe heartbreak to that extent. I mean, have you been heartbroken?
I have been, actually.
Ooh, story time.
I think I've only been heartbroken like, okay, I don't know, I can't give you a number, but there was one time where I don't know, I think I spoke about it last week, where that guy that I was telling you about from swimming. Yeah, he and I, it was only like a couple months.
Yeah.
But like we spent so much time together because we were swimming all the time. And eventually like it broke me a little bit and I felt really sad. Like I honestly did feel really sad.
Yeah.
But I was in denial for a little bit. But I had to focus on school.
Yeah.
And it sucked because I couldn't tell my parents. Because
It'll be like, why were you dating in the first place? Yeah.
Dating is not a thing that you do when you're actually pretty much unless you've got a degree, you don't date.
You just
I don't get it.
The standard is you go to school.
Yeah.
Get your education. Get your education. Come back with a degree. Then we can talk about finding a woman.
Exactly. But hey, yeah.
I think I've experienced heartbreak twice, but it was different types of heartbreak. It changes per se with the person, how long you're with them and stuff. With my first love, that heartbreak got me. That got me down deep. It was bad.
Really?
I was crying. I was listening to Bollywood music, singing. My sister and I, we were in the room wearing sunglasses. Keep in mind, it's like midnight. There's no sun outside, just the lights on, and we're just singing. To me, oh, I'm crying my eyes out over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the phases of heartbreak, it comes in waves.
Yeah, it comes in waves. It's like I remember I was in denial
Yeah.
for like a really long time, and I was like, this can't be true. Like, why hasn't he messaged me yet?
Mm.
You know? And then I'm like, I open his chat and I'm like, I want to message him like
Yeah.
so badly. But it's like, at the end of the day, there's a decision that you made,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a reason that you made that decision
Mm-hmm.
because obviously the relationship wasn't serving you.
Yeah.
But at that moment in time, worst feeling you could ever have. It's like you want to rip your chest out, but you also just want to sleep.
Yeah.
But you just don't know what to do with yourself.
Mm.
I don't know. It's really strange.
I think with heartbreak, especially the most recent one I had, with my current ex, it's a bit tough to navigate when you don't have the right resources around you.
Mm,
You know, like you said, okay, we can't really speak to our parents about it, but at the same time, it's a difficult situation when you're going through heartbreak and the person who broke your heart is playing victim in a situation they created.
interesting.
You know,
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
the one thing I hate is when a problem arises, right? And then the problem comes from their side. And then as soon as they can see, okay, now it's the issue, something's risen up, I'm a play victim, even though I'm the one that
Mm,
caused this,
mm, mm.
and it'll be turned in such a way that, okay, now I'm the bad guy
Yeah.
because, okay, you had a problem, you caused this big scene. Now you're crying because I did something.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like a lot of intense emotions
Yeah.
because honestly, it's just a roller coaster of emotions because both sides are like, oh my god, I regret this.
Yeah.
But I have to play this type of person
Yeah.
that I have to be right now. Right? So it's not easy on either part.
I think also with the relationship, whenever there's a problem in general, yes, you'll have your emotions, yes, there'll be problems, but it'll get to a point where you're like, okay, what can I do to fix this? Regardless of how I
Mm.
feel.
Mm.
And there's only so much one person can take of it. And
Mm.
I think once you get to that point where it's like tipping point, like I can't handle it anymore, that's when emotions start to build up and it leads to eventually your heart breaking.
Yeah, and so there are like what 7 stages,
Yeah.
six stages of
6, 7 or so.
of,
Yeah, I
of
think
a
yeah.
heartbreak. Number one is denial,
Yeah.
right? And then two is shock.
Shock. I think shock
I
and
think it's
denial
it's
kind
like
of
grief.
fall into place. It's all like
Yeah,
together.
it's more grief
Yeah.
than shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about grief is that it's like you're mourning something that you lost. Because I mean, honestly, breaking up is mourning something that you lost. You lost a part of yourself. You lost a piece of
Mm.
yourself because you gave them however much time you did, and now all of that time has to be taken away. Said bye bye.
It's like when you have a routine, you get so accustomed to it.
Exactly.
Now with this person you're with or you're dating, whatever it may be, they became a part of your routine, your daily. It's like I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna message them. I'm going to bed, I'm gonna message them. I'm gonna speak to them constantly. And it's like, what do I do in that situation?
I know they become a part of your daily routine, and
Mm.
it gets kind of hard breaking out of that routine.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing about grief, because you did lose someone.
Something as a part of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like when you're going through a heartbreak, I feel more sadness and mourning during that heartbreak than I would when, like, let's say a loved one passed away.
It's
It's
really
weird,
strange, yeah.
right?
But it's someone that you chose. That's the thing. That's the thing. Because you don't get to choose your family. Your
Yeah,
family falls into your lap. But
100%.
when you choose a person that you want to spend time with,
Yeah.
it hits harder,
Mm.
It's yeah.
I think it's also with the fact that you let down your boundaries.
Mm.
You let them into such a sacred space in your heart that not many people get to see, and it's not every day you let people see that side of you. And yeah, I think that's the part that hit the most.
And then I won't lie. So the next stage after grief
Mm.
is anger. And let me tell you, like, I'm really bad after a breakup because I get kind of angry, and I'm like, why why did you do this? I kind of, yes, I play the victim as well, but I try not to play the victim with them because that's just kind of messed up. They said that they don't want to deal with this anymore. Your victim playing is not going to change that, unfortunately. That's one of the things that I figured out along the way. Because, obviously after a breakup, you start analyzing and you start thinking about what was wrong in myself that caused them. Because obviously, yes, we're not all perfect because the views or like.
I think when it comes to anger and stuff, it can just spiral out of control sometimes.
It does spiral, and like, I was sitting in my room the one time, and the only way that I could, like, just be in that moment in time, I had to grab a tennis ball. And I was sitting on my bed, lying down, enjoying, relaxing, and then I started, like, throwing the ball against the wall, and I was using that to let out some of my annoyances. And then if that didn't work, I would go to kendo. Because funny enough, kendo has been one of my biggest stress relievers because once you step foot into the dojo, nothing else matters. Everything else goes away. All you have to focus on is that training in that moment. And that actually really helped me doing a sport.
But it's good that because it's the way you transferred your anger into something else and not taking it out generally on other people, And when I went through my recent heartbreak, okay, have you been cheated on?
I don't think that I have.
Okay, so in my case, I was cheated on basically, She posted pictures with other guys. How the situation goes, and I think I was more so angry at the world.
Oh, yeah.
I was angry at her. Don't get me wrong. I was furious because I was like, how could you cheat on me with that?
Exactly. Yeah.
But I was angry at the world. I was like, how can you let someone who's not even on my standards, because we spoke about this in the last episode where, I went for someone not on my path, because
yeah.
it was just like a refresher, something different for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, how could I let this happen to myself?
Exactly.
And that anger really got to me to a boiling point. And for me to relieve that anger, not take it out on other people, I turned to video games.
Yeah.
Something just to clock out my mind completely. To all my F1 fans, let's hit an online race soon. But yeah, that was basically my stress relief.
I mean, it's always good to have something that, honestly, an outlet. You just need an outlet sometimes because you lost your best friend, the person that you needed the most, or like person that helped you the most. But after anger, you have acceptance.
Okay, wait. Before acceptance, though, did you have that small phase where you're bargaining, questioning, everything? Like, okay, maybe I can give them a second chance. Maybe I was the problem. Maybe, maybe.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because it depends if I'm breaking up with them or they're breaking up with
you,
me.
yeah.
Because when someone actually no, I feel like I would do both in a situation. If like it was them or me, I would be like, come on, please, let's just think about this. Let's talk about this, because it is hard losing a person.
For me, I didn't really need to bargain, knowing the situation.
Yeah.
Like, you cheated on me.
Mm.
You knew what you had, and you chose to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want you back.
True. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
I don't understand what drives a person to cheat. You know, if if you truly are happy with who you have and the person you're with, why must you look for that happiness and gratification in someone else? That hit deep, didn't it?
That hit really deep. Oh my god. I am shooketh.
You're shook.
I am shooketh.
William Shakespeare is out today. Thou shalt
Oh
not.
my gosh. So I don't have an answer for that.
No, that's fair. It's
Because
food for thought.
yeah, it is food for thought. Because I know that a lot of people cheat.
Mm.
A lot of people do. And every reason is different.
I get that. I think for everyone listening right now, if you are in a relationship, it's like if there's a second option, go for the second option.
Yeah, that's a
Simple
given
as that.
rule. If there's one person that you've been talking to, but there comes a second person, choose the second person, because there wouldn't be a second person in the first place if the first person was the right person.
I don't understand the motive, that what drives a person, and it just at the end of the day, it just becomes messy.
It does become
It
messy.
becomes really messy.
It does. But it's comfort.
Comfort?
Comfort.
How's it comfort?
Because when you're in a relationship, it's comfortable. With that person, it's comfortable. I've been with them for 6 months. It's so comfortable. But now I'm lacking that excitement. That
Oh, so it's
that
like when you lose
first
that
date
spark.
jitters. Yeah. And now you're trying to hide something. But and because you're trying to hide something, it's like, ooh, adrenaline.
But that's the thing, you can't hide losing that spark.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
When you lose that spark, and if that person really is into you, they'll notice it's gone.
Yeah.
It's either okay, your eyes aren't glistening anymore, you're not excited when we do certain things, like you know?
Which is true. Which moves us on to acceptance.
Yeah.
And I feel like acceptance is you pretending to be okay with it, because honestly, let's be real.
Mm.
The only way that you can accept something is if you pretend to accept it. It's like if I am an introvert, right? But I want more friends, I have to pretend
Okay.
that I'm being an extrovert first, so that finally it becomes normal, and being an extrovert is normal now for me. So me pretending I'm accepting
Yeah.
it, eventually I will accept it. But it is important to remember that if you're gonna accept it, there's gonna have to be things that you have to do, because you can't just go and scroll back onto their Instagram, because you're not accepting it. You're still checking up on them, you know?
And when it comes to acceptance, like you said, it's a mindset thing. If you have a weak mindset, you'll never be able to move on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna use myself as personal reference with my my previous relationship, right?
Yeah.
My ex. It took a lot of willpower. It was a complete mindset shift. I had to accept what happened, and the only way for me to move on, and I had to realize that, like you said, I just muted all their stories. I didn't go onto their Instagram. I don't check their Instagram. I don't check their TikTok, their WhatsApp, whatever it may be. I avoid all stories, all statuses. I'm not that person who's gonna block you, because um, if you block someone, that just shows that they mentally are still attacking your psyche, and that's not the case, because I couldn't care less, about them. It's more of a mindset thing of I'm doing good now,
Yeah.
and you viewing my stuff, and when I'm up in life, you'll see that I'm
Yeah.
doing much better
Yeah.
without you in it.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
and people fail to realize the stuff that, like, how they destroy people,
Yeah.
the discomfort they cause others,
Yeah.
and yeah, I completely avoid.
So, funny enough, I'm kind of the complete opposite.
Up.
Cause, deep truth, I did like kind of stalk my ex for a while
Yeah.
after we broke up. Obviously not in person, because it was a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
But I would like check his socials, and I would check if he posts a picture with a new person. But then eventually, like, so then I was like so in it. I was still, honestly, I was still in the anger phase. But now I've gone to the point where I don't care.
Mm.
I still hold a place for him in my heart, but it's still small.
Mm.
You know, like once I love someone, I don't stop loving them. I just love other things more,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Well, okay, let's expand on that, right? When we were speaking about love last time,
Hmm.
I said that there's a difference between being in love with someone and having love
Yes,
for someone.
yes,
And like you said,
yes,
you're in love, so you retained
yes.
that bit. And for me, with my ex, I wasn't in love with her. I had love for her,
Yeah.
but I wasn't in love.
Mm,
And the one thing, it's a pattern that I
it is.
realized, and many of you will experience it. When it comes to things, when it comes to the factor of love, many times you seek that validation which you never got for majority of your life. So the first taste of it that you get hooked.
Mm.
And quickly, after being out of the situation, I realized my feelings for her, it wasn't the factor that I loved her. It was more of an obsession because she gave me what I couldn't get before.
This is giving me you vibes, dude. I know you're spilling like deep truths here, but
I love love. Hi, I'm Joe Goldberg.
oh my god.
No,
Yeah.
but genuinely, like it was like an obsession.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so easy to let go
Yes.
afterwards because there was
Mhm.
that emotional connection
Mm.
wasn't where it should have been if it
Yeah.
was love. It's so easy to let go. If you think about it now, she's not in my mind.
Mm.
We're speaking about it now, but she's never been on my
Yeah.
mind because I've been able to let go of it that easily. You get
Mm.
me?
Yeah. I do get you. Yeah.
Yes, it's you.
I mean, yeah. So after acceptance,
Hmm.
how do you deal with it?
How do you heal?
How do you heal?
Honest, it depends. It depends on the situation. But for me, as a man, also, we have this thing of pride and masculinity, right? And it's like we don't want to show people our emotions because many of the time people perceive us as weak or take it the wrong way, like we can't deal with it.
Oh
The toxic
my
masculinity, you get.
god. I understand. And I have such a completely different view
Hmm,
than you do. So I really believe that men should be able to express their emotions.
thank you.
And that makes them more of a man.
That this is the thing, and I'll give you with my first love. I was targeted about my masculinity because I'm a very emotional person when it
Mm,
comes to those things. When something hurts me, I'll cry.
yeah.
When I was heartbroken, I cried.
Mm,
You can ask my best friend; he'll tell you like I was crying in his arms. His shirt was
mm,
messed with tears. But there's a toxic masculinity faced because I remember with my first love, when I was so distraught and crying, two friends of mine were like, "Okay, but you're not a man for
mm.
crying," and I'm like, "How does it make
Exactly.
me any less of a man?"
Exactly. It doesn't. It
Mm.
completely doesn't. It shows that you're more of a man because you're able to see those emotions
Yeah,
and accept them
yeah.
because you're human.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I the whole thing of men shouldn't cry and all of that stuff, it doesn't work for me. If I don't see my man cry, I don't feel like he trusts me enough.
Exactly. I mean, it's all he say, she say, like shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shout out to Huda. But anyways, um, when it comes to healing,
Mm,
I'm one person that likes to deal with my emotions by myself.
mm,
When I'm
mm,
with people I trust, like my best friend or my sister, yes, I'll let out my
yeah,
barriers, I'll cry, whatever it may be. But I focused my energy more on things that will help me grow.
yeah,
So going to gym, my studies, I was
mm,
putting more hours into that. Trying to have a complete mindset shift. A healthy mind in these situations can help you grow from 0 to 100. And I think going to gym, they say a healthy body, a healthy
yeah,
mind, no?
healthy, yeah.
So I think that's also something that helped me and my mindset.
Honestly, so Tinder was my hail and
Mm,
savior. I don't know. Even though, so the great thing about training is that I train with my dad.
yeah,
So even if I don't feel like going,
yeah,
my dad is going, so I have to go.
mm,
And that really like it helped pull me out of a lot of spirals
yeah,
after my ex and I like stopped talking
yeah,
because we just kept thinking I just kept thinking about, "Ugh, I miss him. I just want to talk to him. I just blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I had such a good day or I had such a bad day, and I just want to tell him about it." But then my dad's like, "Aura, we're going for training. Let's go."
Yeah.
And then just snaps me out,
Out of it.
just like that. And then training mode.
Hmm.
Mm,
For me, you had your dad.
yeah.
I had my best friend. Well, I
Mm,
say best friend, he's like a brother to me, right?
yeah.
And we went on this whole like fitness journey together, like we holding each other accountable, right? Believe it or not, from January until now, I lost 20 kgs.
Oh wow,
It
that's
was,
impressive.
it was like a mindset change
Yeah.
completely. It was like, I'm gonna focus my energy on something else because I completely lost myself.
Mm,
I won't lie, I went into the pits. I
mm,
was in that sad, depressive state, if
mm,
that's what you wanna call it. But it was more of how am I going to let this determine my life? Am I gonna let it bring me down? Am I going to stay somber? Am I going to let it affect my decisions continuously? Or am I going to grow from it? Am I going to become a better person? Am I going to show the world that no matter what you throw at me, I'm better than it. I can defeat any challenge that comes my way.
And unfortunately, that's why heartbreak is needed.
Yeah.
Because in order to grow as a person,
Mm.
you need to be able to feel those emotions. You need to be able to see it. You need to be able to touch it.
Mm.
And then in that, you process and process and process. And as the processing happens, you eventually become a better person. And it's tough, it's hard,
Mm.
but sometimes those are the things that you need.
Yeah. I mean, we saying this from all out.
Yeah.
Um, but we also need to keep in mind there's a lot of different types of people doing heartbreak.
Yeah. Some people won't bounce back as fast,
Mm.
or they'll bounce back too
Too
fast,
fast,
or they won't bounce back.
they stuck.
They stuck.
Mm. I think a lot of the times also people when they bounce too fast, and they get into a new relationship, they try to replicate what they had with the previous person with their new person, and they
Mm,
project what happened
mm.
into the new relationship, which
And they end up messing up another person.
exactly.
Yes.
And when people take too long, they're out of it.
Yeah.
It's because you can hop on someone for so long,
Mm,
but then it gets to a point where you allow that person to shape your life,
yeah.
and
Yes.
people lose who they are.
Yeah.
They lose their own identity and what made them them.
Even after losing a person,
Mm.
the person is still making decisions for them,
For them.
which is it's understandable,
Mm.
but also at some point you need to understand that you can't stay in
Yeah.
this state because it's not serving you. It's not serving anyone around you.
Yeah.
It's time to build yourself up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also important that we give everyone advice on different types of situations and different
Mm.
types of people you'll get during heartbreak. You know,
Yeah.
I think coming from my situation, many people, you guys might have dealt with it, but it's not easy when you're dealing with a narcissist.
No,
Firstly,
it's not.
what is a narcissist? Someone that's like where they have too much self importance. Everything's about them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and I think it got to a point where everything around my previous relationship was molded around them.
Mm.
It's like I continuously had to make sure they happy, forgetting
Mm.
about my own happiness.
Mm.
You know,
And the only thing in the world is them.
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't care about your emotions; their
Yeah.
emotions come first.
Mm.
And when it came to that whole breakup situation, caught them sitting with pictures with the other person, whatever, it made me realize a narcissist. One way to get them to keep quiet is when you actually call them out for something they did wrong.
Yep. Yep.
Because when you call them out and they know they're wrong, what are they gonna say?
But they also deny it. They
Exactly.
deny it.
They'll say nothing. They'll
Yeah.
go quiet. They'll
Yeah.
try to deny it, even though the facts are in front of them.
Yeah. And then they'll spin it back to
To
you.
you.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is why I said the one thing I hate is people who try to be a victim in a situation they created
Mm.
because it's a continuous cycle, you
Mm.
know. And it gets to a point where a narcissist, when you're with a narcissist for long, they'll be like, okay, no, this boy will come around. This girl
Yeah,
will come
yeah.
around. She'll
Mm,
just say, okay, I'm sorry. Be back together
yeah.
type thing.
Mm. But I mean, like, after my breakups,
Mm.
I honestly didn't really want to talk to people about
Yeah.
it because it kind of just brought me back to that memory.
Yeah.
And, like, I personally was very to myself. I
Mm.
started spending a lot more time in my room
Yeah.
doing all of the other things, right?
Yeah.
Studying, painting,
Mm.
trying to play the
Yeah.
guitar. Um, but I just felt like I needed that space.
Yeah.
But I know there are some other people who need to go out,
Mm.
you know? Like, if their friends don't force them to go out, then they're gonna stick in
Stick.
that same position
Mm.
for the rest of the time.
Mm.
And yeah, in that long run, it just ends up being worse for them.
I think also it's important to understand that um, you shouldn't be afraid to speak to people about what you're going through or the breakup, because more times than not, people relate to what you're going through. You're never alone in the situation.
Yeah.
We always think I'm the only one. No one will understand what I'm going through. But just speaking to us now, imagine how many
Yeah,
others
yeah,
have went through the
exactly.
same
Like,
situation.
when I hear you talk sometimes, I realize that I went through a very similar situation at
Yeah,
one stage. And everybody goes through similar situations because a lot of people have very similar traits.
yeah,
They may not be exactly the same, but a lot of the time they are very similar.
yeah.
And it is helpful, like, hearing. Actually, tell me, what did you do after the narcissist?
In terms of like healing.
Yeah.
Okay, so with my ex, what did I do? I went and I chowed with my brother.
Child
uh,
what?
okay, I'm gatekeeping. You won't find out this place, but we went for this platter. It's
Yeah.
like our comfort food. Whenever we go out, we get that.
Mm.
So, and keep in mind, right? This was a day before the breakup. 2 days before the breakup, I
Yeah.
think. I was getting my wisdoms removed.
Oh, ouchie.
So the day before, we said let's go chow because I knew
Yeah.
I found these pictures, whatever, blocked me from my Instagram stories. So I was like,
Mm.
I I need to go out,
Yeah.
and we're not like those typical lads that would have gotten drunk or something.
Yeah.
We chowed our food, we had a glass of water, and we just chilled and we just
Mm.
spoke about it. And I realized from the year long period that I was with her how delusional I was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
realized
Rose tinted glasses.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
you don't understand everything around you. Just have blinkers on.
Yeah.
You just see what's
Yeah.
right in front of you. But once you actually take a step back and realize and see the signs, you're like, I see where I was messing up.
Mm.
I see what I was doing wrong. And then that phase after um the breakup and stuff,
Yeah.
I completely blocked out everything to do with her.
Mm.
And I didn't try and find a rebound or try and get into another relationship. I took time for myself
Mm. You just
to
wanted
heal.
to be yourself for a
Exactly.
little bit.
For me, it was I need to find myself
Mm.
because I forgot who I was without her.
Mm.
Because like we said, they become such a daily routine to you. Like you forget who you are without them in your life. So it took me time, and then eventually I got back to my happy place, my goofy self. Yeah, but
No way, bro just pulled out the.
uh,
Like, what is that?
anyways,
But like,
what did you do?
what did I do?
Yeah,
I I focused on other things
yeah,
because I needed to shift my mind from being sad
mm,
to, oh, this is what's good in my life.
yeah,
This is what I have. These are the opportunities I have.
yeah,
Let me focus on that instead of
yeah,
what I've lost. Because yes, I lost something,
yeah.
but there's more in the
You
future.
should.
Yeah.
One of the hard parts I also realized was with our parents. It was going through this heartbreak. we couldn't really directly speak about it to them. So it's like, that's why I said in the beginning when I'm eating curry, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
okay, but
yeah,
it's like I'm not okay.
yeah,
And when it comes to parents, we want to be able to have that bond with them where we can speak to them
yeah,
about these things.
yeah.
Because if anything, our parents will know best how to go through the situation.
So I agree with you, but I also ended up telling my parents.
Yeah.
So I was like, actually, like I pretended I was fine with them. I was in my room. I think it was like my birthday or something, and we technically broke up,
Mm.
but we hadn't made it. I was like, let's talk later, please. It's my birthday. I just want to enjoy it. And then that whole evening on my birthday, my parents didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I was like, they knew I was sad.
Yeah.
They knew who I was sad about, but
Yeah.
they didn't know why. Because eventually I did tell them that
Yeah.
I didn't tell them that Person and I were dating.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, so Person and I have become really good friends lately. And we talk quite often. And I told them we dated. But then I couldn't tell them that we broke up because it felt like I was doing something to them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, even though nothing is related to my parents,
You feel like you'd have disappointed them in a way.
yeah,
It's always the case. It's if it isn't their way, there'll always be that fear
yeah,
of, okay, I did this.
yeah,
It was my decision now. What are the repercussions?
yeah.
I also had this fear
Mm.
with my recent, but kid me not, or kid me not, kid you not, kid you not,
Kid you
yeah,
not.
kid you not.
Kid you not.
Was I not crying in my mom's arms after everything that
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Because what we fail to realize is our parents actually care.
They do. They do.
And they have our best
Yeah.
interests at heart.
And in the moment, they'll see the situation, they'll put all of their other feelings aside.
And just be there for you.
Yeah. But then afterwards, they will come and they will
Yeah.
do the rest of their
Yeah.
stuff. But for that moment, they'll be like, I'm there for you.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
But I think, for our viewers, I know whether you in a brown household or whatever household it may be, you shouldn't be scared to try and open up to your parents a bit, especially with relationships. Because, like I said, speaking to others, people will get you, but the people who will understand you the most are your parents.
Mm.
Because they were young ones, they went through relationships, they understand the ins and outs of heartbreak and love. So, who better to talk to?
True, because I mean, they have so much life experience.
Exactly. And I think it's their job as a parent to
It
share
is their job.
their
It
wisdom
is
down
their
to us.
job. It's so funny. My dad always tells me that he gave me his brain when I was born.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, Aura, I gave you my brain. Certain questions I can't answer.
Yeah. Think for
It's
yourself too.
it's so funny. But yeah, no, my parents, like, I love my parents.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I'm an au pair.
Yeah.
Right? And I babysit these kids,
Yeah.
and the one day I was babysitting later in the evening, and the child cried for his mother.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was like, damn, I miss when I used to call for my mother.
Yeah.
You know? Like, when I have a breakup, I want to be able to go to my mom and be like, Mom, this is what's happening right now. I just need you to be here for me.
For me.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying go speak to every adult you know about it. Your parents are the ones who have your best interest at heart.
Or your siblings.
Or your siblings.
Because my sister was like, I told my sister pretty much everything when it came to my relationship.
Facts.
And because obviously she's closer to my age than my parents are, she hears, or like she understands it more because she also understands our parents.
Yeah.
So she knows how to deal with certain situations.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's crazy, man.
No, I think, like I was saying, go to your parents or your siblings.
Yeah.
because for all the brown kids out there, I'm not saying go speak to Auntie Pushpa, Auntie Shamila, because they'll give you some gossip and then they'll start coming with their musty langra stories there. I mean, go to your parents because at heart, they'll always have your best interests,
Mm,
no matter the situation. Even speaking to your friends, it's not a
yeah,
bad thing.
yeah,
But one thing I also realized with my relationships, I prefer to keep it private.
yeah. 100%.
I don't like it being in the
100%.
public eye.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to know my movements.
Mm,
Who's the girl? Who's this? Who's that? Because that's when bad eyes start coming
yeah.
and big knuckles and
That was some nice cracking.
crackings too. And I don't want people to have input on what I'm doing in my relationship.
True, true. Unless, like, there was this one friend that I have that he went through very similar things to me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you seem pretty good at analyzing situations and being, um, what's it called? Uh, uh, when you're in the middle?
The third wheel,
No, 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 no.
like the middleman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like the middleman. I don't know why that word just disappeared from my
Disappeared.
brain. Yeah. So when he's not in the situation,
Yeah.
right? You can see it objectively and you can be like, so this, unfortunately, you were not correct in the
Yeah.
situation. Like, this other person is making a better statement or
Yeah.
making a better point than you. And like sometimes you just need those friends
Friends.
that you can be like, yeah, friend or chomi,
Show
this
me,
is what happened, and I don't know how to feel about this.
Mm.
Yeah.
So there's always that chomi next door that you want to just speak to and have a vibe with. But at the end of the day, also it's like you don't want to get too close
Yeah.
with certain
Yeah, yeah,
things.
yeah, exactly. There are still some boundaries with friendship.
Boundaries, yeah.
You know?
There's those gray areas
Yeah.
because everyone has a different perception.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have a guy. I never liked the guy from the start.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine the advice I'd give you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always better to get
Don't talk to that boy.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's so funny. My friends and I are on campus and like someone's like talking to a guy on Snap.
Yeah.
Right? And then we hear that they're not feeling happy about
Yeah.
what this guy is doing. And they're like, guys, I don't know what to do. My immediate response is stop talking to him.
Yeah.
And it's like they know that's my response. It's so
Yeah.
funny. Because if there's one thing that you don't like if it's hurting you this much,
Yeah.
this soon, probably not gonna work because same thing is gonna keep happening and you're just gonna end up more hurt.
It's a cycle.
It's a
Ever-going
cycle.
Won't stop. I think also just to, wrap everything up for the viewers and stuff, let's make a list of the do's and don'ts when it comes to heartbreak.
Okay.
Shall we start at don'ts or do's?
Let's go with don'ts.
Don'ts.
Yeah. Okay, first off,
Uh.
do not stalk their social media. Please.
That's fair. That's fair. Please, at all costs. At all costs.
I personally can attest to what that does. It's not good.
Number 2, don't go look for that love and happiness in someone else just because you're heartbroken. Is that valid?
That is valid.
Don't get a rebound
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay, well, it depends on the person. But yes, I agree. I agree.
I'm gonna change that line. Toxic. Toxic.
I agree, though.
You agree?
I agree.
Okay.
Number 3, I would say
don't try and replicate your relationship with someone else.
yeah, cause in doing that,
Yeah.
you're kind of just setting yourself and
Up
the other
for failure.
person up for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause you saw how the other relationship ended. Now you're trying to repeat the same relationship with another person.
Like, what the hell?
It's not gonna work.
What the hell, Leon?
It's not gonna work.
Number 4. Do you have another one?
Do I? I think let's go on to do's.
Let's go.
for now.
I think I have one more don't.
You have one more
I
don't?
have one more don't.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to do's.
Okay, let's go on to do's.
So,
Don't come back
after
to me.
after a breakup, right?
Yeah.
A great thing to do,
Uh,
pick up a hobby, get an
Mm.
activity to do,
keep your body active.
try a new sport like kendo maybe.
Or cricket.
Like kendo maybe.
Be Indian.
I
Cricket.
try kendo. Anyway, or like I don't know, swimming, tennis, paddle,
Paddle?
which is humongous now. I don't know.
Do you like paddle?
I'm not a fan of it.
Let's go play.
No, please.
I love paddle.
Explain the rules to me properly first.
Okay, I will.
And then we can do it.
A bit. Then I'll see you on the court.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Next two.
Okay, next do
Um.
get friends if you don't have.
Yeah.
Or get new friends if those friends aren't serving you.
Speak out
Yeah.
about it. You know.
Yeah.
Don't keep to yourself all the time.
Because you're not alone in this.
And then you're just gonna cause internal trauma, and you don't want that.
Yeah, no. No.
Dues. One more due to round it up. Just so it's even on both sides. You're not us hitting a blank right now. Okay.
Do spend more time with your family?
Yeah. Spend more time with people that will add value to your life and make you forget about everything surrounding you.
Yeah. Because you need that joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take it out on other things like university work,
Yeah.
sports, whatever.
Actually,
it may
that's a
be.
great one. Hey.
Just focus your energy somewhere else.
Yeah. Because, like, now you have free time. What are you going to do with that free time? Study.
And speaking of studies, I think that's where we leave things for
I
today.
think I need to go back to studying.
Yeah, I think the books are calling my name now. But anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You wanna go insane?